Hey, welcome back, guys. Stage 7 of the Intelligentsia Cup, the Niles Cycling Classic. Cool 6-corner crit, awesome roads, a little bit of wind. Through here it's right to left, and there wasn't really much to look out for on this course. I mean, there was that seam right down the middle you can see, but that was filled in. There were these lips on the gutters, though. You see I just went over one right there. And they also brought those banners in just like they did on previous stages. And it was always pretty tight here on the left coming through the start-finish because the wind is coming from right to left through the start-finish. Here's that lip again on the back side of the course, which really wasn't a big deal as long as you were prepared for it. If you were just riding like right on top of it, it could have been a problem. You just kind of have to hop over it. Here I go following an attack, which was a theme for me this race. Which, once we get into it, you'll see why. You'll see some more of this going on. So pretty early on, I found some good lines. This is just after a couple laps of racing. I'll take you through most of one lap, show you kind of the lines that I found and what worked for me in this race. This is coming through the start-finish straightaway. Again, the wind is right to left through here, so it's good to be on the left-hand side here. And if people leave space like this, then definitely going to take it and get a little bit of a draft. So you move up a couple of spots through here pretty much for free. And then as we make this right-hand turn, there was probably the tallest lip in that gutter was right there, that dark spot you can see. People rode over it still, but probably wasn't the safest thing to do. And then as we come through this little straightaway here, it's nice to transition to the right-hand side of the road. Again, people leaving it open, I'm not sure why. Get a good draft here, move up a couple more spots, and prepare for this next left-hander. Facing a headwind through here. And then this was my favorite stretch right here. This leg of the course was my favorite spot to move up because everyone swung wide through that corner. But with the wind, you're sheltered on this right-hand side, so you could just move up. See, I'm barely even pushing any watts, but I just moved up like 6 places or 7 places or something. And then you can carry some more speed through this little bit of a bumpy tailwind section before making final right-hander to the start-finish. So it didn't take long for things to get a little bit unfriendly. Here's Brandon and a Kern House rider bumping for position. People were pretty early on fighting to stay up towards the front before the break was established. Yeah, just real tight up here towards the front. Everyone wants to be the top 10 riders. A lot of attacks flying off the front. And I was just looking for these lines that I chose. Here's my favorite section again. Moving up, getting a good draft. Just trying to stay in the top 10, top 15 riders. See if I can join a break. Oh yeah, I think they were bumping earlier. And there was some trash talking going on a little bit, and then this attack went a couple of turns later, and I looked behind it. Everyone was just kind of sitting up, so yeah, I was just trying to join all these little moves, and my legs were really good today, so I probably was a little bit overexcited, joining too many of these smaller moves, chasing down these smaller moves, which didn't necessarily have the right mix of riders. So I probably could have been a little bit more selective, but I was just really determined to stay up in the mix here. And the first 10 or 15 laps of the race were like this. They were just really aggressive, surgy. Oh, close call there on Hayden, the Bissell rider. But this is how it was for the first 10 or 15 laps. Just really surgy, it'd be really fast and really slow, and just seemed like once the right mix got together. Oh, cutting it close on the barriers there. But this is a good wheel to follow right here, and there already is a small group up ahead. In fact, there's another group ahead of that one of 2 or 3 riders. Looks like we have there's some separation behind, not a whole lot. So I see the mix of riders here, and I let the Trek rider go, which ended up being a big mistake because he ended up getting about halfway to that group of 2 or 3 up the road, and that ended up being the break of the day that stuck. So kind of wish I stayed with him. You know, maybe we could have worked together. The race probably could have played out quite a bit different, but you just never know. sometimes this is the way it works out, and even though some of the bigger teams missed it, everyone's racing for like 8th place now at this point, something like that, even though some of the bigger teams missed it. So I still found these opportunities on my favorite sections of the course to move up. I just felt like I had a handle on this course, and I knew the places to move up. I knew when it was the right time to burn matches. I knew when people were allowing the downwind section to open up. And I just had a good rhythm going. You know, some courses, I don't know if it's a combination of having just good legs, but sometimes you can just, you know, find the good lines, find the good position. And here we are. We're 12K to go now, and I'm still going for this field sprint because I'm feeling good today, and I'm frustrated with myself that I missed the break, but I'm still want to get a result. People now are getting antsy for the finish here. 10K to go. There's Omnium points on the line. These races still pay like 15 deep. Triple X is giving me decent draft. I should probably be a little bit closer to him, to be honest, but move up here for free. You can see it's a little fragmented. People are still trying to break away. The non-sprinters are still trying to break away. See, these races with a bunch of pro guys, really strong guys, they know their strengths, they know their weaknesses. So you see a lot of these like time trial guys, breakaway specialists who maybe missed the earlier move. They're not content just letting things come to a field sprint. They're going to do whatever they can to spoil things for the sprinters and get away on their own on guys like me who don't have that power profile, who can't respond to constant attacking. So unfortunately, my front camera ran out of battery, but I had the rear camera going this race. So here's the full last lap from the rear cam for the field, and I'm pretty far out of position at this point. I got swarmed with about 2 laps to go, lost my good position, but I'm determined to make it back here in the last 1K because I know the good lines on this course, and I'm not going to let the good legs I have today go to waste despite barely missing the breakaway. And fortunately, there isn't a big team controlling the front, so it's really fast. Don't get me wrong; it's just not completely strung out single file fast. So coming through the headwind section here, not going to try to make up too much ground through the headwind section. That'll burn too many matches. But as I come through this corner, again, my favorite leg here to make up ground, and they just leave that inside line open again. And I just put in this hard dig, pass everyone at the front, and end up at the front of the race into second to last corner to go. And I'm just looking under my elbow here. I see got a strong sprinter on my wheel. I'm just going to keep it fast enough so I don't get swarmed coming through this last corner here. I can take this last corner exactly as I want, just curb to curb, and then put my head down. I still pop off a pretty strong sprint, but no match for Hayden. He comes blasting around me. Fortunately, I hold off everyone else, even this intent rider who gets pretty close to the line, but had a good day, went for a long sprint. I was in the money. I got some Omnium points, and I got to see the current house rider do the most epic bar slap ever. Thanks for watching, guys.